Hi, Jerry Matthews here with you today to discuss the benefits of the new Magnum Force weights for the SkiDoo P-Drive clutch. The SkiDoo P-Drive clutch I like quite well. It's a great clutch, does a fantastic job. The only thing that I don't necessarily care for is the low-end transfer of power. It slips the belt quite a bit in those areas, and so we've addressed that with our Magnum Force weight. And what we've done with the weight is it's a heavy heel design. What that means is we're giving it more belt force when the clutch is in the low to mid speed ranges, much more belt force actually. So it's transferring that horsepower to the ground rather than just losing it in belt slippage. So it reduces your heat as well as increases your acceleration. So very nice product. Now what I see is these 850s have all kinds of low-end power, and with these Magnum Force weights, with the springs that we're using with them, we're dropping the engagement RPM down a bit. We're allowing the clutch to shift fairly hard. It gets very responsive for a consumer, and you know, first off, when you first ride a sled with this, you're going to be surprised how much better the throttle response actually is. So rather than having to give it quite a bit more throttle than you really should have to, it's just immediate response, just wham, right there, right now. It's easy to get used to, but makes a huge difference in your performance. Going through the trees, playing in the mountains, or even drag racing your buddies, the difference in performance is pretty significant. So we replaced the clickers on these. So the stock weight has a clicker system that, you know, what we found through using it in the field, only clickers 3 and 4 are really that effective. And most of the time I find that customers set their sleds up in either clicker 3 or 4, and then they forget about it. And unless things are way off, they don't tend to change it. Part of that is because it takes so long to do those clicker adjustments, and the other part is it's just not as effective as the old TRA clicker system. So with these weights, we actually remove that clicker system, and this weight uses set screws that run down the center of the weight. You can change your set screws without ever pulling the weight out of the clutch. It literally just takes a few minutes to do these changes, and every set screw is worth about 100 RPM difference in performance. Add more weight, lower the RPM. Reduce your weight, increase the RPM. So pretty easy to adjust, and a very effective piece on the SkiDoo TRA or the SkiDoo P-Drive clutch. So we really like this weight. It has a bushing on it that has a side thrust washer built into the bushing to further reduce the amount of friction in the clutch, allowing this weight to shift rather than build heat. So for you SkiDoo owners out there, I think you're going to absolutely enjoy this. So if you have any questions or comments on this, please give me a call or one of our salesmen at Starting Line Products.